from France, Boris Wild.
Hi.
I am very happy to be here with you. I'm right here in Paris, France. It's Sunday morning for me. So yes, Sunday morning lectures are usually the best. So first thing obviously is, if I use a deck of cards, I'm going to show you how the cards are different. For example, yeah. But we're magicians, so maybe you don't trust me. So I'm going to shuffle them a bit more just to make sure you really shuffle the cards in a way so there is no way you can think I'm cheating, right? I never cheat. I'm very honest. French. Thank you. I don't hear you, but I can see you laughing. So that's great. Anyway, so I will need, of course, people to help me here.
Okay.
Just if you have like a card you like or favorite card, or it can be a random card. I just shuffle the deck, so I don't know where it can be, but name it.
Two of Hearts.
The Two of Hearts. Okay. Any special reason for the Two of Hearts?
Romantic.
Oh, yes. I mean, I know you're very French. I like that. It's cool. Okay, so you said the Two of Hearts. This card here, the Two of Hearts, is obviously somewhere lost in that deck because we just shuffled it, so it can be anywhere. The only thing I know is that your card, the Two of Hearts, is between the top card and the bottom card, obviously, right? That's very easy to do, I know. But you know what? Every time I do this joke, I always take the top card several times because one day somebody said also the Two of Hearts, and when I turned the top card over, it was the Two of Hearts.
It is?
So I stopped there because it was a miracle, obviously. But yeah, not today apparently. It would have been a good trick, obviously, but it didn't happen. It cannot happen every single time, right? So from this deck that you have seen completely shuffled, you say any card, I cannot know where it is, somewhere between the top and the middle. I will try to find it using my sense of touch, like this. Ooh. It's a very sensual French. All right, I think I guessed it. I think I know. I think your card, Albert, is in 23rd position. It's any card, the deck is completely shuffled. Someone could have shuffled the deck, of course, yeah, but your card is in 23rd position. Yeah. Okay. But you may know any card, any number, etc. And it's here, we only have 1 hour, so it will be a little difficult to count 23 cards. The best trick is when the magician cuts exactly at the 23rd to find one and only. And
wow.
This is one of the tricks I like to do as an intro because it's just a name a card. It's not a pick a card trick, it's a name a card trick. So, which is nice because you arrive, you have a deck of cards, you shuffle, someone can shuffle, you just say any card, somebody name any card, and basically, without doing anything, you just take the deck and you do like, boom, and you produce the card. So, and that's basically what people expect from you as a magician. Like, when you're a magician, they're like, okay, the name could say, okay, just produce this card or this and that, the aces or whatever. So, this is basically the promise that you must have as a magician, like, okay, somebody name a card and I produce it immediately. So, and this is why I like this one here because it's rather short. The revelation is like very visual, and then people are like, oh, okay, guy, this guy can just, find any card or can produce any card. So, okay, so is like the magician. So it's basically what you would do if you were a magician, a real magician, by the way. So yeah, somebody say come, and like, yeah, immediately you can produce it. So this is possible here, thanks to this deck here, because I had to do something with that deck, because every single lecture, people ask me questions about my mark deck, because obviously, yes, this is my mark deck. So, but it's one example here. It's like 0.0001% of things you can do with my mark deck. So if you're not familiar with my mark deck at all, I will quickly talk about it here for a couple of minutes because we don't have much time today, but I just want you to show you that how powerful and effective this deck is, because since I have this deck now, I don't do card tricks anymore. I do magic with cards, and that's completely different to me. Yeah, doing magic or doing magic with cards or card tricks are two very different things. Here we do magic with cards. Basically, somebody name a card, I can find it immediately. So this is really genuinely a shuffle deck. So if someone still has his mic on, name any card, please.
7 of diamond.
Oh, that's a tough one. I know, you know the deck. No, it's easy. So we ask you just shuffle a card like this, and before you finish the spread, you know what the 7 of diamonds is. And it's genuinely a shuffle deck. So that's the only deck in the world where you can spread the deck face down, of course, in your hand or between your hands like this. And obviously, you can just locate any card in that deck here. So how is it possible? I'm going to show you very quickly, just in case. If you know it already, fine. I will just refresh your memory and show you now the version with Phoenix cards that we just released here. So let me show you here. Yes, okay, so that's the Phoenix deck, Phoenix card. Okay, I'm going to go a little closer if I can. There we go. All right, that's where the marks are. Okay, and it's based on several things, which is levels. Okay, let me do this here. Boom. So get level number 1 here, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, so the marks are on the edges, as you can see here. Yeah, there we go. And it's, of course, 4 levels because there are 4 suits in the deck: clubs, hearts, spades, and diamonds, right? So which means that all the marks are not at the same places, like pretty much 99% of every other mark deck in the world. All the clubs are at the top, the hearts are below, spades and diamonds are at the bottom, right? Okay, so let me show you here the level number 1, much bigger. You can see here, yes. So you can see it looks like an H. You can see here, yeah. So this is my level for clubs, yeah. Obviously there's nothing here, but this is the 4 of clubs, yeah. 4 at the level of clubs. So which is good because most of the mark decks have 2 marks, 1 for the value, 1 for the suit. Mine is only 1 for the value. The level tells you the suit. If it's here, it's a 4 of clubs. If it's a little below, it's 4 of hearts. If it's a little below, it's 4 of spades. If it's at the bottom, it's 4 of diamonds, right? It's as easy as that. So it's very discreet. There you go. And again, it's a direct marking. You don't have to count anything. You just read the number 4, the level of clubs, 4 of clubs. Yeah. So it works same way every level. So let me quickly go to hearts now. Again, you can see nothing here. Let's make a 3 of hearts. Yeah, again, this little number 3 at the level of hearts, 3 of hearts. Yep. Let's turn this one into a king. I don't use JQK because I don't like the mix of numbers and letters. I only use numbers. So which means I use 11, 12, and 13 for Jack, Queen, King. And this is the king of hearts, right? So I use 13. See the number 1 is in front here. Yep. And that makes 13. Yeah. Level number 3 would be spades. Okay, let's make what? Let's make a 10 of spades. 10 of spades is just a 0. You don't need a 1 in front, just a 0. So my goal here is just to have as less difference as possible with the regular deck. I mean, it should look like the most regular deck. So very, very few marks. And level of diamonds would be the last one at the bottom. Let's make an ace. Ace is just a 1. Here you can see it's a little vertical bar to make a 1. So that's an ace. So it's very easy to spot when you know, but if you don't know, believe me, people will never see it. Of course, the marks are both ways, yeah? Which means that if somebody shuffles a card like crazy, this way here, it's fine because, yeah, the marks are on each side of the cards, yeah? So, question, of course, is how do you get these little numbers at the back of those cards here, yeah? So, for many years, I was using this. So you may recognize this. Yes, you can see. I'm going to show you without this, so it's a little easier. Yeah, you can see well here. So transfers. So that's white little transfers that you place over a card like this, and you just scratch, yep, and you just apply these little numbers at the back, yeah? So this is something, if you can still find, it's more difficult to find nowadays here, but if you can still find those transfers here, you can mark your own cards, whether they are Bicycle, Phoenix, or any other brand you may like. So as far as the back, of course, it's not like a knock card, because that would be a little easier, unless you put it in on white. But like if it's like a busy back, like most decks we use, like Bicycle and Phoenix and even Talio, and yeah, you're fine with that. Also, some people have tried with white pens. So this is like a very thin white pen. You can put your little numbers here at the back, depending again on the cards and the pen you find. I know like in Japan, they have amazing stationery stores and shops where you can find all kinds of pens and everything. So this is something also you can use. And of course, the last option is having factory printed deck. So yeah, so if you're interested in this deck, go to my website, it's boriswild.com. You can find they're available in Bicycle, Maiden back, and Phoenix also. Yeah. So, but yeah, but if you want to make yours, you know how it works now. And because of that system, or thanks to that system, I would say, well, yeah, there's a lot you can do now. Because now you understand that I have clubs, hearts, spades, and diamonds. Yeah. So they are all separated by levels. So which means that now, and because it's on the edge here, and when I spread the cards like this on the table or between my hands, this is pretty much, yeah, this is pretty much the only, I can see every single edge of the card when I do it. Yeah, I can do it. I mean, it's, yeah, it's the place, it's the spot of every card I can see. So now the good news is, like somebody, Albert earlier said the Two of Hearts, because he's a romantic. I knew that. So, and see you, Albert. So now you understand that when someone like Albert said the Two of Hearts, because I am not stupid, I hope, I will not look at the level of clubs. I will not look at the level of spades or diamonds. I will only look at the level of hearts, where all the hearts are only. So, which is good because I eliminate 75% of the deck. I will look at a maximum of 13 cards on 52, which is a quarter of the deck only. And this is if I'm bad luck, if I have bad luck. But most of the time, I would just have to scan the cards at the level of hearts. If I see nothing, it's not a heart. If I see a 4, a 3, a 7, it's a 4, it's a 3 of hearts, a 4 of hearts, 7 of hearts. But whenever I see the number 2, I know it's the 2 of hearts. So that's why it is so fast. So let me show you here. I'll do it slowly here, of course, for the explanation. But whenever I spread the cards here, I see nothing. Here I see the 10. So it's the 10 of hearts. Yeah. And then I see nothing. This is 12. So that's a queen of hearts. And I keep, you know, I keep spreading the cards like this. So let me do it like right here. So I keep spreading and I look at my level of, I look at that. Of course, by focusing on one single level, seeing nothing, and sometimes seeing numbers. And whenever I see a number, I know it's a 2 I'm looking for. Whenever I see this little number 2 here at the back, in that level, I can find it very quickly. Yeah? So the possibilities are endless because now it's basically, whenever you spread the card face down in front of you, it's basically the same thing as spreading the cards face up. And you know, and most magic with cards is interesting when the cards are face down because you don't see the cards. But here, when I spread the cards like this, I can find any card. Yeah. So whenever I can find the card, I can do whatever I want. Then I can cut, I can control it, I can palm it, I can force it, I can do whatever I want. But the good thing is that you give the card for shuffling, you get it back, you spread it between your hands, or you just say, well, you shuffle, I have no idea where the cards are. And bingo, you can, find any card either you need for a trick or that someone names, like Albert did earlier. Yeah. Then the rest is up to you. So this, I always consider this deck as a tool rather than just a trick itself, because there are so many possibilities. And the good thing I like to do with that deck is I take every trick I know or every trick I already perform and with the regular deck, and then I switch the regular deck for this deck. And then I realize, oh, I don't need to glimpse anymore. Oh, I don't need to control anymore. Oh, I don't need to do this and that. And which is great, because in the end, you remove lots of techniques, not because you're lazy, not because you don't want to do them, just because that when you take them away from the trick, then the trick becomes more pure and magical in the end, because you almost do nothing, or it looks like you almost do nothing, and the magic happens. And that's what magic should be. Yes, if you say, oh, you name a card, okay, so your card can be in any packet here, so I'm going to mix those packets here this way, and again, come on, that's a trick. If someone says 2 of hearts, okay, it's somewhere here, look, 23rd, boom, cut the card on it, boom, okay, that's different, yeah, that's way more magical. This deck can make that happen. So here earlier with Albert, I was a bit sneaky, so I did a little something just as a little convincer to, control the card where I need it, and showing like it's not at the top, it's not at the bottom, and as a joke, doing this just to prove that, yes, obviously it's not there, and still be able to control it. So what I did is, so deck is shuffled. Somebody can do it for me, obviously. The cards can be already spread on the table if I want, or I can spread them at the, live at the same time I'm doing it. So when I'm doing this, of course, I'm looking for the card here. So we can either use the 2 of hearts again, so that's going to be easier, and right here. But let me switch for a blue card so you can follow exactly what I'm doing, right? Because here you can't really see, right? So let's imagine that whenever I spread, I will symbolize the 2 of hearts with this. It's a joker here, but it's from a blue deck. Yeah. So whenever I do this, I can see, yeah, you can see it here. Yeah, I can see where the 2 of hearts is. So whenever I see where the 2 of hearts is, I'm just gathering the cards like this, and I don't take any break. So, because people, and especially magicians, whenever they see you doing this, yes, they know what you're doing, right? So that's why I locate, I note here, and I estimate the position. I know here it's about 1/3 from the top. Yeah, about. Doesn't matter. So I'm very free, I'm talking. So that's why it looks absolutely normal. Yeah. Now I'm going to spread the card between my hands like this. Yeah. And whenever I will come close to 1/3, then I will look down at this moment. But I would just look at the cards maybe 2 seconds maximum. I'm talking to you, I'm looking at you, I'm spreading the cards, and I just say, well, it can be anywhere in that deck here. Yeah. And whenever I approach my 2 of hearts here, like the card I want to produce, I look down, I push a few cards, and obviously, if I'm not too bad with estimation, I will end up with my 2 of hearts here on my card to produce, right? So let me show you like this way. Yeah. So when I see it, because it's marked, so I can see here, all I need to do is curl the cards. Yeah. So when I curl the cards, all I'm doing is I'm hiding the card first. Yeah. So you can see here. Yeah, that's the blue card here. So what I'm doing is I'm simply hiding it. So I push the card on top of it. I just move it this way to hide the card to produce. Yeah, this is what I'm doing. And at the same time, all my cards in my right hand here are moving at the same time. Yeah, so they are the movement is very subtle and very little, very almost invisible. Look, I'm doing it in front of you. Yeah, Here, I'm doing it like completely still. I don't move. So you know where to look. The card is blue and I don't move. But of course, when you do it live, the card is the same color. Nobody knows what to do. I mean, that you're going to do something special with that card and you're moving, of course, to talk to people. So it's completely invisible, right? So all I'm doing is this. Now the card is hidden. So it's very easy for me to curl it. So I just curl the card under the fan. And if I do it like in front of you now, I'm curling it in front of you, it's invisible again because the card is already hidden. So nobody will see the card moving like most people do when they curl cards, right? So now my card is underneath here, as you can see. Yep, and it's completely free. So good news is now I can go to the end of the deck like this, and I keep the bottom card in my hand here. And I said, well, your card can be anywhere, and I'm just closing the spread. And of course, when I'm doing this, obviously, I put the card in 51st position, okay, so the one before the end, and that's all I'm doing, all right? So take the card, spread, curl, put it the one before the last one, and now I haven't done anything. I just said, hey, your card can be anywhere here. I don't know. All I know is that it's between the top card and the bottom card. And of course, when you say that, everybody, you get a laugh every single time. People are like, yeah, I know that, obviously, yeah? And that's what I'm doing the joke. And I'm like, well, all right, maybe it's a joke, but last time I did it, I looked at the top card and it was the chosen card. So I stopped there. Standing ovation, it was amazing. So when I do that, first I do a joke, so people relax, which is good because I'm going to do a move at this moment. And second, I imply the fact that maybe the card could have ended up on top by chance, which means that if that happened to me before, because I tell the story, it means, well, he cannot know. Maybe there is a possibility it will go here, or maybe it's there, or maybe it's anywhere. So which proves that I supposedly not know where the card is, but I know where it is. Yeah. So I'm doing this. Last time I checked, top card was the chosen card, standing ovation, but obviously not today. And I spread the cards again when I say not today. When I do this, I'm going to cut the card again. So here, bottom card, I'm going to, again, hide it, curl it, and move it to the bottom. Yeah, but it's just again in a move of like, obviously not tonight. Yeah, and that's it. Now, my chosen card here is at the bottom card. It's the bottom card. Yeah, and I can produce the way I want. Yeah, so let me show you like a very simple way to do it. Okay, because earlier I did a move that I'm going to explain to you now, which is called the revelation pass, and it's like that, which is a one-hand cut production, which is really nice. I like it. Every time I perform it, I always get really good reaction. But I'm going to teach you if you're interested, of course. Let me show you another variation at the end. You just finish, you say, okay, I don't know where your card is. I'm not going to do the move that I touch because this is bluff, obviously. I'm just trying to figure out where the card is to cut on it. This is acting because it's the bottom card, you know it now. So let me show you a variation which is very easy that everyone can do if you're not, you know, very good at manipulation or anything. So I'm finishing this and I said, well, question now is I need to find your card. I don't know where it is, but I'm going to try to do it. And you know what? I have a world record. I can find chosen card in 3 seconds. Are you ready? All right. Ready? 1, 2, too late. And I just put this one here. Yeah. So, which is usually get a good reaction, a good surprising reaction, and it's super easy to do. So the bottom card here, I hold the deck like in, we call it the Kelly bottom replacement, you know, when you just, you know, slide the card here on the side. So it's not really a palm. It's just like I'm doing this on the side here. And this is here, obviously, so nobody can see it. I'm taking the card, the deck, the full deck in my left hand, and I'm showing the card here, and I keep the card. It's not even a tenkai or a palm. I'm just holding it for just 2 seconds, right? And I'm doing this, 1, 2, 3. So we've got two things here. One is this is up and moving. This is down and still. So of course, the attraction will be here because it's up and moving. So everybody's looking here. People think I'm going to produce from the deck, right? So I'm doing 1, 2, 3, too late. And then I produce here. So it's like, oh, whoa. So it's a nice little misdirection to do at the end. But let me show you the revelation pass if you're interested, because I really like it. So it's whenever you want to produce a card which is some of your deck. So it's based on the Rich Across cut. So you may know this is the Charlier cut. Rich Across cut is a little different. I think it's described on Daryl's Encyclopedia of Card States, Volume 8, DVD by LNN Publishing. So this is Rich Across. So you reach across with your thumb, open the deck, and just do this and flip it over. So it's a one-hand cut. And like many years ago, before I knew it was called the Rich Across cut, a friend of mine showed it to me as a pass, which was not so good. And I was practicing at home, and one day my thumb got stuck, and I'm like, oh, and I just realized, hey, that's a pretty cool production for a card. So let me see how it works. And I just worked on it. And what I like in that production is this. The card is perpendicular to the deck. So you have a deck like this, and you have the card like this, which I think is really nice because at the end you can lift it and you can just show it this way here. So it's even more impossible because it's not the same way as the other card. And it's a nice final picture when you finish your trick. Yeah? So explanation, I show you. So what I'm doing is I'm just doing the cut, as you can see here, and my index finger is underneath. So I'm just opening the bottom half like this, like if it's opening a book, I would say. And then I go down here. So my card here, the Joker, is the one to produce. So you're the only one to see that whenever you do the move because it's that way. And it just happened half a second, so you're fine. So you do this, go here. Now your index finger here needs to go back to the back of the deck. And you're going to do this with your finger. You curl your fingers over, and now your thumb is in the middle. Yeah? So usually when you do the cut, you remove your thumb before, but here I'm going to leave the thumb inside because with natural sweating, when you extend your thumb, you get that situation. Yeah? You got the card coming out, and then you can flip it with your thumb on top and produce it. Yeah? The key to have the card perpendicular is very simple detail, but it's important. I do the move. Whenever I'm here, my thumb goes to the side of the card, not in the middle. If you put it in the middle, you're going to have this. So the card will be the same way as the other ones. But if you do this, and whenever you're here, you move to the side, and then if you do the exact same thing, the axis of rotation changes, and now you get a card which is perpendicular to the deck. And now I think it's so much better. Yeah? So that's the thing. It's called any name card. It's, again, just one little example you can do with the monk deck, but there are so many things you can do with that. By the way, I just brought it here because I was released a few years ago. It's called Transparency. It's in Japanese. Yes, so we released it in, I have the book in French, German, English, and Japanese. And it's going to be released very soon in Korean in just a few weeks. So yeah, so if you're interested, go online. I don't say it on my website, but go online. It's called Transparency. It's a Bible on the mark deck. If you want something in English, I don't have Transparency anymore in English because it's sold out. If you can find it, or if you want something in English, I have a PDF with the best routines from the book available on my online store. So just go to boriswild.com, look around, there's an online store and you can find a PDF about the monk deck. And of course I have the monk decks here. So this is just a few examples. I'm going to show you a few more things, of course, here, but just so you know that I always carry a monk deck with me everywhere I go. Even if I don't do routines with the monk deck, I always have a monk deck with me because It's my safety net. So nothing bad can happen with this. You are ready for anything. If you mess up, because that happens, it's okay. You can quickly fix it with the deck because you will never produce the wrong card because you will know before you produce it, it's not the right card. So you can quickly fix it. And if someone is playing with you and be like, you just reveal his card, which is the ace of clubs, and the guy says, no, my card was the 2 of clubs, you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I messed up. But in fact, I did not mess up. He's just playing with you. And if he's playing with you, then you put the card here, you go in your pocket, take your wallet, open your wallet and say, I'm sorry, how can you take the 2 of clubs? Because it's in my wallet from the beginning. Okay, so let's move on to something very different here. What do I have here? Oh, yes. I mean, you're magicians, I am a magician, so we all know that it's always difficult to get someone to help you, right? So every time you say, oh, okay, so for my next trick, I need someone to help me. And people are like, you know, sometimes they're a bit afraid of coming to help you, yeah? You know that. So I found a good way to have people helping you. Yes? It's called money. So I need someone to help me. Someone who is ready to help me. So just turn your mic on. Yes, someone help me, please.
Yes, me.
Oh yes. Oh, I cannot know you. So see,
I love money. I love money.
Always someone says, well, yeah, me. Okay, good. So I'm putting the money here, and we're going to do a little game. All right, Ken?
Okay.
Yes. So I have here 5 cards with 20. Yeah, that's 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. Right?
Okay.
So over here next to me, you could of course look at the cards. They are just 5 cards with 20. There's nothing special about them. You could have a look, of course. Yeah. So you have to trust me here because we're in Zoom. And obviously you understand that 5 cards 20, 5 bills 20. So you can win up to $100 if you get those cards, right?
Good.
That's cool. Ah, yeah, I can hear that. It's like good. Here I got 5 extra cards, of course, because if we only use that, you're gonna win all the time. So I have blank, 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 blank. Okay. Again, if you are sitting next to me here, I will give you the cards. You can have a look. Just 5 cards with nothing on them, right? Okay. So again, if you were here, you could shuffle. I'm going to shuffle for you if you don't mind. Okay. Just really shuffling the cards. Okay. So you're fine. Here, the cards have been shuffled here, and I'm going to do something with you. We're going to do a little game, right? So this game is very simple. There are 10 cards. You will end up with 5 cards. I will end up with 5 cards. Yeah? Yes. The more 20 you have, the more money you get. Yeah? Good. You are going to choose your card, and I'm going to choose my cards also. You are going to choose your card, and you're going to choose my card, sorry. So you choose everything. Yeah? So I put 2 cards on the table here. Yeah? Right. There is one on top and one at the bottom. Which one for you? Bottom. Bottom for you? Bottom, yes. Bottom for you. Okay, good. Let's do it again. Okay, we don't have much time here, so I'm going to do 3 cards, right? Top, middle, bottom. 2 cards for you. Oh. Top, and another one for you. Top. Top again? So yes. This one? Yes. You sure? Yes. All right, so you got those cards here. So you have cards, but I don't. All right, so that's not fair. I need cards. So, but I am not going to choose my cards. You are going to choose my cards. So I put 2 cards here. Which one for me, top or bottom? Bottom. This one here, bottom? Bottom. Sure? Yes. Okay, let's do the same thing. 3 cards. Top, middle, bottom, 2 for me, 2 for me. Middle, bottom. Middle and bottom. Middle and those, are you sure? Yes. Don't want to change your mind? No. No regret? No regret. Because I don't know. I am romantic, yes. All right, middle and bottom. All right, your turn. 2 cards. Top or bottom? Which one do you want for you? Top. If I were you, I would take bottom, but I'm not you. Top or bottom? Top. Oh, okay, don't change your mind. I'm trying to play with you. I'm trying to play with you. Again, 2 cards here, 1 for me. Top or bottom?
Bottom.
Bottom again, this one?
Yes.
Damn it. Okay, we got 2 cards left here. So I'm going to ask you it's your turn, so I'm going to do something very simple. I do this whenever you want, just call out the word stop.
Stop.
Right here? Okay.
Okay.
All right. And I have no choice than to get the last one, obviously, right? Good. So the good thing is that you could check the card, you can shuffle the card, the cards are shuffled, you choose everything, every time top or bottom. I have asked you to change your mind. Do you want it? No, you decided that would be your card, that would be my card. So let's have a look. The more 20, the more money. First card, let's try this one, maybe.
20. Oh.
Okay. Okay, it's okay. It's like 50% chance. So maybe you have 2 or 3, I have 2 or 3. Like
Yeah.
statistics. Yeah, but anyway, that's another one, maybe this one.
Yep, 20.
Okay.
20 for you, huh?
Okay, it's okay. So it's still $60. I mean, it's fine, right?
Okay.
But I don't know why you accepted to play, because it's a game of money with the magicians. It's like 3-card Monte. You never play because, of course, you can never win. I got 20, 40, 60, 80, and 100. That's my money. Sorry, maybe next time, Kenneth.
Okay.
So this is called 10 max. Love it. It's a very commercial routine, and when you're done, you do this and you're always reset. Money is back here, cards are here. Super easy. Yeah. So it's based on a principle by Paul Gordon, which is in his routine called head-to-head poker. And I love it. I love to do it. It's a 10-card poker deal, if you know, of course. This routine, it's a classic. Problem is that when it's based on poker, most people who don't know poker don't care. They don't know about Royal Flush or whatever. So I decided to do this version here because it's about money. Everybody can follow. You don't have to know poker. It's international. So here I use dollars. Here I have euros, of course. If you're in Japan, I would recommend 20,000 and not 20 yen because it's not so much fun. But you can personalize it depending on your money, whatever you like. Just take 5 bills from your country and just simply, have 10 cards, 10 backs, blank faces, and 5 of them, you just need to write 20 here or 20,000 yens or whatever. Yeah.
Right.
Those cards are marked because I mark everything. Cards, come on. So I just put a little something here in the corner. You can't really see it, but it doesn't matter. It's a little something like a pencil dot or scratch or anything, but you need to see when you fan the cards. Yeah. So I introduced at the beginning, I put the money here, and I asked for somebody to shuffle, right? When they shuffle, I said, yeah, thank you very much. And they always shuffle like this because it's only 10 cards. Nobody does a faro. So, and whenever I get the card back, it's very easy to fix because I can spread and I can know where the 20 is. And all I need to do is simply fix. So I'm doing something like this. I'm talking to you and I'm doing this and like this, da, da, da. And when I'm doing this, basically I separate the cards again. But you can do it very easily while talking, because if somebody shuffles 10 cards like this, there will always be blocks of cards. So it's very easy. You just cut, you just talk. So no worries about that. The idea is have the losing cards on top of the winning cards, right? Like this. Mm-hmm. So losing cards on top, winning cards at the bottom. For the explanation, I'm going to turn over the winning cards. Don't do that for a live audience. You're going to lose your money. Just for the explanation, so you can follow. And I will show you now how I use Paul Gordon's principle with 10 max here, because it's brilliant. It's super easy. Look, I start here. And so whenever I have someone next to me, I put 2 cards like this. And I say, which one you want for you? and I give the card, right? So here, because for Zoom, we don't really do that. I don't want to do right, left, because it can be confusing. So if you do Zoom, I just do this, and I say one is on top, one is in the bottom, which one? So there's no confusion, very easy, yeah? So let's say we're doing live. So I say, which one you want for you? And there is no equivoque or magician's choice. Which one for you? This one? Okay, and I give it. I don't care, I know it's white, obviously, yeah? And then all my cards in my hand, I drop them on top of the one he doesn't want. It's always the same. I do it again. So I'm doing with 3 cards. I say, okay, to save some time, 3 cards. 2 for you. I don't care. They're all white. Nothing. So he can change his mind as much as he wants. I don't care. This one, okay. This one, okay. And here I drop. Now the beauty of it is, which one for me? Well, I don't care. This one, it's gonna be 20. Okay, let's do it again. I do 3 cards, 2 for me. Which one? These 2? Perfect. Do you want to change your mind? Oh, this one too? Okay, that's a problem. I don't care. You can play as much as you want. I drop. Now I say, which one for you? Which one for me? So you have 4 cards saved. So yeah, and now you get the last one here. Here, let me show you the one I did today. I just, because I know where it's marked, I just shuffle and I say, would you please say stop? And when the person says stop, either I see the blank card at the top and I stop, or if it's underneath, he says stop, okay, and I just do this move. And because I had a card in my hand at this moment, I just, you know, normally and logically, I just drop it and I say, okay, here, good. And I end up this way here. But in the books, I explain lots of variations. There are many ways to do it. I can say, yeah, would you lift 1 card? And you're going to pick this one here. And if he's taking this one, I say, you are going to choose all my cards you choose from me. I mean, there are many ways to do it, but I like this one. It's very casual. It's just say stop, stop, okay, boom, boom. And of course, I like my favorite part is when you show the first one. Of course, you say, sorry, ha, ha, ha. And then again and again and again. And of course, you show already here, put all the money back in your pocket. This goes on top. And beauty is you always reset. Okay, so it's called 10 Max. And there's a PDF if you're interested on my website, my online store. It's a full book explaining different variations. Let me show you a quick one here before I show you the last trick. But I love this here. It's a mentalism piece based on the same principle, but very different. Yeah. I explain that we have here, this postcard is the sea by night. I have some ESP cards here, got stars, waves, and I ask a lady here, it's not about luck anymore, it's about intuition. Would you shuffle, please? So she's going to shuffle, ta, 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 ta. And I say, you are going to keep 5 cards and give me 5 cards here. And we're going to see if you have a good intuition about the elements of the earth. And so she's going to keep 5 cards and I'm going to keep obviously 5 cards. But instead of doing 2 packets like this, the card she gives me, I put it at the top of the picture. The card she keeps, she puts it at the bottom of the picture. And when we're finished, because I know Albert will love it because he's a romantic, she will end up having good intuition because she put all the waves in the sea and she put all the stars in the sky. Yes. So it's a very different routine from the money, very different from poker, very different from, I mean, I have a routine for kids. You can do 10 card poker deal for kids. So based on that principle, there are so many things you can do, but this is a nice mentalism piece that you can do, which is based on the same principle again, but as a completely different, of course, touch and presentation. Okay, I have a few more minutes, but I maybe go a little over time. I'm not trying not to go too much over time, but I have a last thing to show you, which I really love. Because magicians love to make predictions. Yeah, you like to make predictions, I'm sure. So we're going to make a prediction. Yeah, so here I have a blue deck. See? Yep. And from this blue deck, I'm going to make a prediction. But most of the time, people make prediction, you know what it is? They put something on the side and they do the routine. And only at the end, we reveal the prediction and we know the prediction. But what I like is open prediction. Yes, open prediction is when you know from the beginning. So I make a prediction here, yeah, and I'm going to choose one card. Let's see, not a king. That's a little, oh, this one is good. Okay, so from the blue deck, we don't need it anymore. I'm going to make a prediction. 5 of clubs. Okay, remember, that's my prediction, and it's good. Open prediction, you know from the beginning. 5 of clubs, that's my prediction. I'm going to leave it here, yeah? You can see on the camera. And let me get right back here. So, right deck, all the cards are different. Yeah, shuffle. Right, let me shuffle a bit more just to make sure. Whatever, don't care. Yeah, and so I need someone to help me again, please. So I either Ken or anyone, just to say one thing. Very easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Whoever is there, I'm going to do something. I'm going to deal the card face up like this, one by one on the table. Yeah. And whenever you like, I want you to say stop. And you don't have to say stop when I stop talking. You can say really stop whenever you like.
Stop.
Here?
Yes.
Delayed, so I want to make sure that we're fine. Are you sure here or you want one more?
One more.
Oh, one more. Okay, so not this one. Oh, yeah.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, I like that. Thank you. So this one.
Okay.
This one?
Yes.
Okay, leave it here face down so we're not going to look. Right? And 6 of spades. Now we're good. All right, so I'm just turning the cards here so you can see more. Oh, 5 of hearts. Okay. So far, oh, 5 of diamonds. That's another 5. Look at that. Okay, so we got, let's see. So far, nothing. Nothing. Oh, 3 of clubs. No. 7 of clubs. No. And ooh. Hey guys, I don't think we saw any 5 of clubs here. Let me show you. Let me just to check, okay? Just to make sure. Just want to make sure you can see well here for the camera. Yeah. I'm going to maybe move a little bit like this here. Yeah. So you can see there's no 5 of clubs. It's 5 of diamonds. It's 5 of hearts. Oh, that's a card. Remember?
Yes.
And 5 of clubs you didn't want, thank God. 4 of clubs, very close, but it's not. 6 of clubs, very close, but it's not. Until the very last card, no 5 of clubs. So congratulations, because you said stop on one card that we didn't see, which is my prediction, the 5 of clubs. Da, 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 da.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, I know you're magicians, so I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, maybe I didn't put any 5 of clubs in the red deck, right? Yeah.
Right.
Maybe it's only 51 cards, yeah? And you can say stuff anywhere, and I pretend it's the 5 of clubs, blah, blah, blah. But no, I promise there is a 5 of clubs in that deck. I promise there is one, and I can show it to you. The only card that you reversed.
Wow.
The 5 of clubs, that's the only one. Da-da-da-da. That's it. Perfect match. So yeah, and obviously you can show the card, and S goes back to the blue deck or whatever. Yeah. So it's a slightly different presentation here for Zoom, because usually the person is turning the cards obviously over themselves. At the end, I just have to spread the cards here face down just to show the 5 of clubs. So yeah, fine. Here for Zoom, it was a little different presentation, but the effect is the same. It's called POP for Perfect Open Prediction. I don't know if it's perfect, but we are all, it's one of those effects like any card, any number, and an open prediction is one of the grails, the holy grails of card magic. Started with Edward James in his routine 51 Faces Now that he described and never explained, and just, you know, how is it possible to have like somebody dealing cards one face down and it has to be your prediction, open prediction. So I looked for the routine and I found this. here I do everything myself, but the good thing is that the person does everything when there is someone next to me here. So it works on Zoom, but if you do it when you do live shows again, this is something you can do totally hands off, which I love. So explanation quickly, I have a few minutes left. So what you need is, let me get the blue deck too. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. So you don't need a second deck for the prediction. I use here the 5 of clubs here from the, where is the 5 of clubs? It's right here. So I use the 5 of clubs here from a blue deck, but you don't need to carry a second deck. You can have a piece of paper and write. Say, oh, okay, 5 of clubs, boom. Or a napkin or a receipt from a store, anything, yeah? So you just put it on the side and you get your prediction. The red deck here is, I would say, normal, but I have one extra card, which is a double facer. Yeah? So one double face card, different cards on both sides, obviously. So here I have 5 of clubs and 8 of diamonds. So what I do from the red deck, I'm going to remove the regular 8 of diamonds and the regular 5 of clubs. So chung, chung. So now I have 50 cards left. Yeah? And the setup is very easy. Third from the top. Easy as that. The good thing about that trick is that if you want to repeat it, you can repeat it. Because here, I'm going to predict the 5 of clubs, but with the exact same cards. 1 minute later, I can show to another group or to the same group and do this before, secretly. And 8 of diamonds. So that's great. You can do the same trick 2 times in a row with 2 different cards. So people will think, oh, it can be any card, obviously. Yeah. So here, let's do 5 of clubs. The card face up here, you see here, is the one to predict. Yeah, of course. Last thing, my bottom card here is the Queen of clubs, right? It's prepared with this double-sided tape. That's a little piece of double-sided tape that I stick in the middle right here on a belt. So the Queen of Clubs is great because it's a rectangular belt. So it's very easy to here put a little piece of sticky tape. So it's now, and you can do magic. Look, ooh, levitation. No, I'm joking. And all right, so sticky. So that's the bottom card. Yeah, so that's it. Third card, double face, bottom card, sticky. So I'm going to predict the 5 of clubs. So from the blue deck, I pretend to take any card, but obviously 5 of clubs. Put it here, and you're good to go. Now, I can shuffle the red deck, but I keep the top and bottom, of course, at the same place. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show the person what she will do. So if I do live, let me show you now. I mean, you saw earlier the Zoom version. I'm going to show you now the live version, but it's the same for explanation. So I said, would you, in one moment, could you please turn the card face up one by one? When you want, you stop, the next one face down. And when you say that, it looks easy for us magicians, but for people, it may sound a little complicated. So I like to show. They say, look, I want you to do this. So here I'm going to show, but the problem is I cannot do this because double face. So what I'm doing is this. I show the top. I say, I do this. When I take the second, I move up. I take the double face and then I move down. So you can see it back again here. And I just deal a few cards. And I say, and the next one face down, right? You get the idea? Okay, your turn. And she's doing it. But when I show, it's easy for her to understand, first. And second, it's easy for me, it's useful. You do it yourself, please. And the person is holding in her hand like this. So she would never feel the sticky here because it's very small in the center. She's holding this way. So there's no way, yeah? And so the person will deal cards and stop anywhere. The next card will be face down and she will keep turning face up. And that's what I like in that routine because in many routines of open prediction, you have to take the last card yourself and deal or turn over, or here I do nothing. She deals, she put face down, she deals. That's what it should be if it was magic, right? And now she deals a card, and whenever I see a card close to my prediction, I'm just jumping. I'm like, oh my God, that was so close. Thank God it's not it. So here we got, let's see, we got 3 of clubs, which is very close. We got 7 of clubs. We got, oh, but we don't have 5 of clubs. So I can do it. She can do it. It's the same. All I need to do is one thing. I just say, I don't think we saw the 5 of clubs. I don't think, look. And I spread. Whenever I spread, I do nothing, no move. There's no manipulation. I stop when I see the face down card. And I say, remember, that's your card, right? And I just drop it here on top of the queen of clubs, which is sticky, yeah? And then I keep spreading and I be like, no, 5 of hearts, 5 of spades, oh my God, but no 5 of clubs. And I just drop here on top. So you just need to cut at the face down card and just reverse the packets by just showing like, yes, we are 100% sure we didn't see it. So of course, it's the face down card, thank you. Ha ha ha, the joke, people don't trust you. And now usually what I do, I say, I promise there is a 5 of clubs here and I can prove it to you. And all I'm doing is this, I say, I promise there is a 5 of clubs. And when I do this, I press in the center, of course, to make sure the cards get sticky. But yeah, and then I just spread face down like that and just show that the only reversed card obviously is the 5 of clubs. Or you can just spread it this way here, sorry, this way here, and just produce the 5 of clubs face up if you do like zoom, or you can just do this and be like, yes, obviously that's the only one that's reversed. And you can really spread because you're safe, and even the cards on each side of the 5 of clubs are singles, okay? They're not, the double card is not there, so which is really good. And the 5 of clubs is really at the position. If somebody says stop very quickly, it's gonna be either here or late, it's gonna be here or here, and the card will be exactly where the person stopped, which is perfect, it has to be this way. One last little thing, it's a subtlety I love to do. I just show my prediction, and I just show the matching card in the deck. And I say, congratulations, you stop at the exact card, my prediction, that's great. And I do this little move at the end, just to show the bottom of the back of the 5 of clubs. And now you will think, what the hell, Boris? Because you have a double face. And the other one is a blue card, right? Well, not really. Because at the beginning, when I took the blue deck, and when I took the 5 of clubs out of the blue deck, it was not blue. It's a little subtlety, it's a little sneaky thing I love to do. So whenever I start, I say, well, from the blue deck here, I'm going to take a card, blah, 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 this one here. So everybody thinks, of course, it's blue, but no, it's red. But I don't show it. It's normal, it's, yeah, blue. So when I'm done, when I take the 5 of clubs out of the deck here, the red deck, I cannot show the back because it's a double face, right? So I just show this, I show my prediction, say, look at that, perfect prediction, da, 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 da. And all I'm doing to do as a finish, I do a Mexican turnover. So this is my prediction. People think it's blue. Yeah, and I just do this to turn over the other one on the table, which is supposed to be the card from the deck, and I show the red card, but very casually. I'm not, I'm not doing a big deal of it. I'm just saying, hey, prediction, thank you very much, it's amazing. Oh, look at that. All right, put it back here, red. This one is supposed to be blue, so you put it back with the blue deck, but you get rid of the double face. And that's it. You get your red deck.
Wow.
Prediction. So yeah, I think that's it. I just went a little over time, but yeah, thank you for having me. If you're interested in anything, you can either email me through my website, go on my website if you're interested in, like, I have some PDFs, some mock decks, on anything. I have 10 Max, the mock deck. I mean, I got a lot of things. So I will let you, look online if you want on my store, boriswild.com, if you're interested in anything, if you like it. I hope you enjoyed it. It was my pleasure to share my magic with you guys today from Japan, from China, Hong Kong, anywhere in the world. French people, bonjour. And thank you for having me again today. It was a pleasure, guys.